Guys, I think I found the best way to shoot your best score every single time you play golf. It's a course management strategy called the scoring method. I'm out here at Ashboro Country Club. We're gonna be playing 18 holes. This is gonna be a 2-part video. Part 1 is gonna be the front 9, and we're gonna be putting the scoring method to the test and see what happens. So as always, guys, if you like the video and you want to follow along on this journey, hit the subscribe button. We're playing from about 6,400 yards today, and this first hole is a par 4, 380 yards. So I'll talk a little bit more about the scoring method here in a minute, but right now we're just going to get up this hole because it is a little bit busy here today. I would say I'm probably about 100 yards. I don't know exactly because my rangefinder is malfunctioning. So we're just gonna kind of eyeball this. We got our 56 degree in hand. She's going. I think she's short. So the scoring method basically breaks golf down into 2 games. So the first game is to get it inside 100 yards. And if you're on a par 3, that's in 1 shot. On a par 4, 2 shots. And a par 5, get it inside 100 yards on 3 shots. Then when you're inside 100 yards, the second game is to get down in 3. So that way you are essentially making bogey at worst. I hit my 56 out the rough, but I want to say I was just outside of 100. So now the goal is to get down in 2. And I haven't really warmed up, so we're warming up as we go. Now they did just do a greens restoration here at Ashboro Country Club. The course has been closed for probably about 3 months. And I will say, first green, looking pretty dang good. They are running slow today because we got about 3 inches of rain last night. Right now we are probably, I don't know, I'd probably say maybe 20 feet away. So the goal for these long putts is just to play a little bit more break and get the speed right. And just cozy it up to the hole. There we go. Good bogey. All right, hole 2, dog leg left, par 4, 388 yards. I'm just gonna put it at the fat part of the dog leg. I've never broken 90 on this channel, but the scoring method has allowed me to stay in the 80s on the last 3 rounds that I've played. And one of those rounds was even at a course that I've never played before. The goal is to put it in play. So I shouldn't have taken driver right there. My driver has kind of been erratic recently, so I would have been better off just taking like a 4-iron off the tee and just aiming for the fat part, because I tried to guide it around the dog leg and that was just death. So now it's red staked over here, so I have to take a drop, and now we're gonna be line 3, but we're gonna try to get inside 100 yards. So this is about where it went out. So we're just gonna drop. And because I've got a blind shot, I'm just gonna lay up to the end of the fairway right here that gives me a clean line to the green. Hit the cart path. It came up really short. All right, rangefinder is still not working, so we're just gonna try to eyeball this. This really sucks. I'm gonna take a 52. It's pretty deep, so I'm gonna take a 52. Let's try to hack it out at least. I think it's on. Now obviously this is just a way to kind of keep your head above the water, like to have a strategy, so to speak, for your round. Obviously holes like this that you're gonna have blow up holes and stuff like that, that's gonna happen. Still a little wet, still a little slow. So again, I'm still outside of 8 feet, so the likelihood of me making this is pretty slim, but we are gonna focus on the speed. And I blew it right by the hole. Okay, double. Take your medicine and move on. All right, 180 yard par 3 from back here. We're gonna play it like 187 just in case I miss-hit it. The green slopes back to front. And I flare it out to the right. Should be right of the green. Right of the green and short. There it is. It rears its ugly head again. I doubt you guys can even see this. Between the sun and the rough, just get it up there. That's what I should have done the first time. All right, scorecard killer number 1, obviously double bogeys. Scorecard killer number 2 is the 2 chip, which is what you just witnessed. So You're witnessing a murder, but it's of my scorecard. Since they're so slow, I'm just gonna take it more right at the hole. I desailed. Come on, baby. Ah. Okay, 5 over through 3. All right, guys, I know we're off to a bit of a rocky start here, but if you just bear with me, I promise we'll make it right. So, 381 par 4. I'm gonna take it at this bunker up the left, play for the push. That was a toey push. Alrighty, 140 to the green. That's to the middle. So we're gonna take a full pitch and wedge. The pin is at the front, but I don't really care about that right now. We're just trying to get inside the scoring zone and down in 3. It's time to wake up. I pulled it. That was such a weird lie. Yeah, we flew the green and left. Landed it short. I can putt from that. Not only do we have to get through the fringe, but it's also completely downhill, breaking right to left. Just gonna focus on speed. That's low side and rolling. Just not hitting well right now. So, what do I mean by shooting your best score every single time? Obviously, because I've been in the 80s the last few rounds, today is more than likely not going to be an 80s round unless I absolutely turn on the jets, which the way things are going right now and the way my mind is, I don't foresee that happening. But it's about shooting your best score on that day. So right now, my putting is struggling. Pretty much everything is just bad. I'm playing like a 40 handicap right now. All right, hole 5, 402 yard par 4, and we're resetting. I'm going to take a 4-iron and just put this right down the middle and just reset. Didn't catch that well. I don't know if there's something subconscious going on right now because I went to the range yesterday and oh my God, it was one of the worst range sessions I've ever had in my entire life. Normally, it doesn't really bother me when I have a bad range session, but yesterday, I just felt so depressed. I couldn't hit anything, so I'm wondering if I'm getting into a slump here. We're still like 230. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay up with a 6-iron, hit it about 187, and just give myself a better chance to get down in 3. It was a really good strike. I think that's the first good shot I've hit today. I love morning golf. Not when I'm filming because it's busy today, but we're gonna play just a nice little runner with our 52. Landed on the front of the green, let it run. And it's hole high. Incredible. And this is somewhat makeable, but worst case scenario, I miss it and we make a bogey. Yep, worst case scenario golf. All right, we got a long par 3 here, 200 yards, but it is downhill quite a bit, so it's really playing about 187. We're gonna take a 7-iron, just go for the middle of the green. I'm flaring it out to the right, dude. All right, we completely mishit that, but we got lucky. Let's just get it up on the green, 2-putt, and make our bogey. Sit. I heard a thump. Stop, stop, please, please. Okay, all right guys, 380 yard par 4. There's OB left. We don't want to go there. Oh, I hit it so bad. There's OB left, but it's red staked right. Driver's staying in the back for the rest of the round. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Rage meter is up just a little bit. All right, now we're hitting our 3rd shot. Gonna play a 165 shot because the pin's front, but I don't really care about that. We're going for the middle. Nestled. Oh my God, it's perfect. Sit. Let's protect our score from getting any worse than it already is. It's a double breaker, and it's not 12 feet. It's probably closer to 25. Turn. Sit. Okay. Another double. I think I'm gonna set the world record for the amount of double bogeys you can get in a round of golf. I'm just kidding, but I need to reset. Looking at the round right now, the first 3 holes were kind of meh because it's been a while since I've filmed on the course and there was a lot going on and a bunch of excuses. The reality is I need to lock in. I'm getting in trouble off the tee, so instead of taking driver, we're gonna take 4-iron until we can consistently hit 3 shots in play off the tee, which kind of sucks because this hole is a par 5. But you know what? That's okay. There's water up there towards the end of the fairway, so I'm gonna aim away from that. Obviously, this hole is lined all the way down the right with trees. We got a pretty narrow route we got to take here. But we're just going to slow down our swing, hit a good shot, and go from there. It's not going left. You know what, though? We're in play. I don't even care. We're not having to take a drop. We didn't hit it in the water. So, mission accomplished. And it's a par 5, so we just have to get it inside the scoring zone, which is 100 yards, and 2 more shots. So, let's see if we can do that now. All right, so we got 300 yards to the green. It's a par 5. There's bunkers short of the green, so I'm not trying to go for this. We're just gonna hit a 6-iron, lay it up short of the bunkers, and pray that we don't shank it into this tree right here and either kill me or you guys. I topped it. Oh my God, dude, I topped it and hit the root. And we're in the fairway. So we're not inside 100 yards quite yet, but we are 122 yards from where I want to land this on the green. So why don't we take an A wedge, land it below the hole on the right side, and leave ourselves a good birdie putt. That might be too good. Sit. Okay, we're on the green. All right, this putt is completely downhill. Let's see if we can get it there. We are like 30 feet away, so we're gonna focus more on the speed. Come on, baby. What do you do? That's a par though. I think it's no coincidence I took 4-iron off that tee and made a par. So I think we found what's gonna work today. But final hole of this video, part 2 is gonna be dropping on Thursday. So if you've liked this mediocre round of golf and want to see how I do on the back 9 implementing the scoring method, drop a like, subscribe, and let's see how we go on this par 4 that is 400 yards. It's a good strike. Right where I wanted it to go too. I was in line with that tree. All right guys, in the fairway, it's 187 to the back. It's downhill. We're gonna take our 7 and play the back distance. There's a bunker left, but there's water short. So try to get inside the scoring zone, but it's with a shot that you can hit 8 out of 10 times. I feel like I can hit my 7-iron 180 8 out of 10 times. I might be long. Yeah, just long, but it's okay. Even though it looks like it's nestled down, it's actually not. So I'm gonna land this just past the fringe. I've got a 60. I'm gonna try to give it as much stopping power as possible. Just pops up and rolls down. That's manageable. We did leave ourselves a downhill right to lefter, and it's from pretty far out. So we're just gonna chip, 2-putt, make our bogey here. That's the plan. And see, I've left myself a really easy bogey putt. All right guys, that is gonna do it for this video. I don't know what my score was, but it'll be down here on the screen somewhere. But thank you guys for watching. If you do want to watch part 2, me playing the back 9 of this beautiful course, you can check out this video up here. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.